it is not only the most popular silhouette for what they call a big bucket chair that we have ever offered in the showrooms that are Lazy Boy showrooms across the country. This is also their most popular silhouette. There are two ways to order it. We have a manual chair, and the manual has the lever over on this side. It's a little hard to see because it's dark, but that's what allows you to recline. And by the way, there are other recliners in the market, but there are no other that are Lazy Boys. So you get a mechanism that is smooth as silk. You get a fabric that is better than silk, because this is the new fabric that is almost impervious to any spill, any messes, any liquids. And you'll love how easy it is to maintain and keep it looking brand new for decades to come. This silhouette is grand. When you go into a showroom at Lazy Boy, and they've got them all over the country, they're wonderful. What you do is you kind of buy your chair a la carte. You know, if you want the memory foam insert for the seat, which, by the way, most people order, is usually an upgrade of another $150. If you want this silhouette, it has to be made. So in the showroom, I would walk in, fall in love with the chair, and then it could take anywhere from 4 to 6 months with our current pandemic for this chair to be available for you to sit in your own home. As our today's special value on a shortened broadcast day, because we opened our airwaves at 8 a.m. this morning. What you were seeing from 8 p.m. until just now was our holiday tape review. When you order these chairs, and you have either the manual or the automatic, and I'll show you both, they're here. They're in inventory. And the way that they will ship is you'll get a phone call in about a week or less from the folks who are specializing in getting these chairs to people across the country. They will set up an appropriate time that works for you, and then they'll come to your home. It's touchless delivery. They'll bring the chair into your entryway, or they'll put it in your garage. They'll be distance from you, you from them, but your chair will then be there in as early as a week. We're saying 1 to 3 weeks, but that's a huge difference between 4 and 6 months. This is the ink, and it is a deep, deep gray blue combination. That is our most limited combination, by the way. This is not just a recliner. This is a Lazy Boy rocker. This is called the Whiskey. The Whiskey is a gorgeous, deep, dark, I call it a catcher's mitt leather-like look in brown. You then have what we're referring to as mink, which is, if you think of it as, that's milk chocolate for the Whiskey, the mink would be dark chocolate. And then a new color that isn't even in the Lazy Boy showrooms yet. This is currently exclusive to QVC. This is our mink. And I'm gonna walk across the set because I want to show you the two. This gorgeous light color. And I tell you, my wife, with us having dogs, my wife loves the idea of light colored furniture, but it scares her. She's thinking, there's no way. Because the dog is gonna sleep in this when I'm not sitting in it. That you don't have to worry about that. If you love this light color called stucco, I'm going to show you something called iClean technology that will blow your mind, because you are expected to live and lounge in this chair and enjoy it for years and years to come. And to be able to do that, you've got to be able to maintain it. Well, you're going to be able to do that with this material. The value is the best I've ever seen. So let me run through some numbers very quickly. Normally the manual chair sells and retails for $1,673. Our price tag is under $9. Now you have 5 easy pay payments on that. The Power XR normally sells for $2,420. Our price tag on it is $1,429. So think about this. You can get the Power chair for less money than the retail value of the manual. And that's why for so many people, they'll actually wind up getting 2 chairs. Because why just have one comfortable chair when you have 2 people in the house? That Easy Pay, that's a wonderful way of stretching out the payments, but we can do even better than that. I started the show by saying we have a $50 credit available if you sign up for the Q card and make your first purchase within a month's time. Well, you can sign up for a Q card today and make that first purchase of your brand new Maverick Lazy Boy recliner and still have that $50 credit added into your account, and then you get 12 months, same financing with no interest. No interest at all for a full year. We're including in these prices that touchless threshold delivery. You'll be contacted within 10 business days to choose your delivery date. And by the way, if you do work a 9 to 5, we understand. So we'll bring the chair to you in the evening or early in the morning. That date will be based on your availability and also our carrier's availability. And then what they'll do is they'll either put it just inside the doorway, in the garage, or an alternate location. Now, in the past, these chairs, they would bring them into your home and they would actually put them all together for you. Please understand, with COVID, we can't do that right now. But here's the cool part. The assembly of the chair, because they come shipped in 2 boxes, well, all you have to do is take the back of the chair. It's brilliant American engineering. These are all assembled right here in the United States. You'll slide the back into the base and it locks into place, and you need not ever worry about it again. When you think of a Lazy Boy recliner, do you not think of this exact look? That bucket-like, bigger chair, able to easily manage a 300-pound adult. It is gorgeous. It looks like distressed leather, but it's not. So if you take a good look at it, it looks like the chair maybe has been in your family for decades. But this material wears better than leather. It's called iClean. There is so much new technology in this. I want to bring in the expert. Molly Menti has been a part of the Lazy Boy family for years. It is such a pleasure to see you. I had a chance to talk to you right before the holidays. Hopefully your holidays were blessed.
They were beautiful. And, we have 2 very little ones, so it's all magic all the time. So it was really, really fun. And I hope yours were too, Dan. I was very excited to be here today and talking to you about my favorite thing in the world, which is this Maverick recliner. And you kind of mentioned sorry, here's my little babe
Hi, puppy.
coming in right now. You kind of mentioned all of those reasons why this is the most comfortable seat. One of those things that I wanted to just mention right away is how not only is this our most popular recliner that we've ever had on QVC, but we've done all the shopping for you. This is truly an oversized recliner without being overstuffed. But in our life, as we live right now, we're going to want to live in our chairs. And I want to show you how you can do this with this thing that just absolutely blew my mind when I first saw it, which is iClean fabric. The goal of any Lazy Boy is to live life comfortably, but we here have really raised that up a notch. This is our highest end fabric. Remember, on our highest end chair, our highest end fabric, rated 5 out of 5 for things like wine, coffee, chocolate, tea. Cheers, Dan. It's a little early. It is the day after Christmas, but I did just fill that on our lightest fabric that we've ever offered on QVC. And you can see how it rolls around like mercury. And that is now not a crisis. You can go and get a dry towel and then just wipe that all up, and it is dry to the touch. That is the innovation. That's American ingenuity. And when I flip it over, Dan, it doesn't come through to the other side.
Yeah.
And so those spills, those stains, those puppy dogs living in the chair, like obviously I have no control over my dog here, but all of those things aren't going to live with the life of your chair. You have a brand new year, and to refresh your room with a beautiful new recliner, you want that recliner to have longevity, and you can have that with iClean.
Molly, I grew up in a house where we had a couch that had a plastic slip cover. It was the most ungodly, uncomfortable feeling in the world. In the summer, in a pair of shorts, your legs would stick to it.
You have to peel yourself up.
Yes, but my mother, we had 5 kids, so she didn't want that sofa destroyed. This iClean fabric lives like it's plastic, but you don't feel anything but the softness, the lusciousness, the coziness, and the comfort of the finest furniture maker in the world. And Lazy Boy is an American company. These are assembled from foreign and domestic materials here in the United States. And Molly and I had a discussion before the holidays, and I'm really pleased about this. Our today's special value right now, and you're the first ones to be able to take advantage of this price. This price is amazing. You have a choice between the manual and the Power Plus. Our Power Plus chair today is selling for less than the retail value of the manual. But this is giving those factories across America an opportunity to have been busy before the holidays. Because in a lot of states, Molly, I know that your showrooms, they had no choice. They had to be closed. So to be able to bring this quality of furniture to people at a price like this benefits everybody. Now, I happen to have the manual chair right here. Let me go over here, Molly. Do you have the manual or do you have the power chair?
You know what? We have two power chairs here, and I wanted to mention that this is our most fully featured power, but you're talking about the manual chair. You know, if you have known, you're talking about knowing and loving the Lazy Boy brand. We've been around since 1928, and the manual recliner still does it better than anyone in the industry. Look at that bucket seat, that upgraded handle, elongated handle. That's a 3-position locking footrest, 18-position ratcheted back, which means that you get into 54 independent positions, total and independent lumbar support in all positions, adjustable wing nuts so you can adjust the recline to yourself. This is our highest end. We haven't even touched on this memory foam that we offer in a chair. You're getting in this, and a 4-sided construction. That's why your grandmother had a Lazy Boy, and then your son had a Lazy Boy, and we pass them on from generation because they do not fall apart over time. We're still assembled from domestic and imported parts right here in the United States of America. But look at this. This is the industry standard only. There's not another one in the industry. Wireless remote. Infinite possibilities of a reclining. It's whisper silent. There are presets on this, Dan, where you can actually find your perfect position. And just like you're presetting, a phone number or your car seat, you can put it to the perfect position. You're getting that lumbar support still. There's a home button. There's your presets right there. So you could have napping position, Netflix position, and go straight to it when you sit down. There's a home button, so you can always return to home. If you're worried about losing this remote, which was my number one concern, I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. You can push a Find My Remote button, and then inside the chair, you're still getting a Lazy Boy recliner, the highest end memory foam that we offer, 4-sided construction, but the creme de la creme. You know, more people come into our stores and they think, just like you did, you're a Lazy Boy guy, you've loved Lazy Boys your whole life. They think, you know what, I'm going to have to finally maybe retire that tired recliner, but I love it so much because it's the most comfortable chair in the world. Or I've always loved my Lazy Boy. And they think about that manual recliner as the height of comfort. Maybe you haven't seen what Power XR Plus is yet. All the things that it can do, which I want to do a little bit of a deeper dive with you, Dan, because it is incredible. But yes, it's just incredible.
Real quick, let me run through the colors. And by the way, Molly had told me earlier, more people, when they walk into the showroom, wind up upgrading from the manual to the Power XR. So we're giving you the Power XR at less than the normal retail price of the manual. So here is that brand new gray. That is gorgeous. And we are the only ones.
That is such a true tone.
Yeah, we're the only ones in the nation to make it available. Again, I really enjoy the fact that it looks like distressed leather, but it doesn't have the coldness that leather often happens to have this time of year. That's the gray. This is called mink, and I want you to see these two colors side by side. This one is called whiskey. This is the mink. So you can see the difference of kind of the dark chocolate, almost milk chocolate. The color, though, that has been the most popular so far in our first 19 minutes is this ink. And the ink,
so beautiful.
Describe it, Molly. It's like almost
it's a dark
gray.
It's a deep dark gray, almost a charcoal. There is a hint of a blue
Yep.
undertone, and that's why we called it an ink, because there is a hint